Oh. What's up, my peoples? How y'all doing? Welcome to Have a Wonderful Day. This is your boy Javier. This is my boy Woody. We're hanging out. It's episode 10. And I'm ready to have some fun over here. I got some news for you guys. And as a matter of fact, this right here, I need to update this. I haven't included my other two segments, which is Walt Disney, celebrity, and I still haven't updated the Walt Disney Did You Know? So I need to update this next time. And as a matter of fact, also the entry that I just showed you guys, I was thinking of putting some kind of background music, and I haven't done that yet. But this show was kind of stressful trying to get it together. I went to do some grocery shopping with my wife and my daughter. Hey, Mike, how you doing? And by the way, Theme Park, thank you for being here. Manny, thank you. Brian K, appreciate it, man. So I went to the supermarket, and then when I got home, I hadn't even finished the presentation, you could call it. And so it was time to ramp it up and jump on the internet, create the slides that I have for you guys. So it's stressful, but then again, it's fun, and I enjoy bringing content to you guys that are watching, and hopefully, not only do you have fun, but you get to learn a little bit about Disney. So I'm excited to jump in there and get started. But before I do, I want to ask, how's everybody's weekend? I hope everybody had a nice weekend. Did you guys go to Disney World this weekend? It was cold, right? And yesterday, I can tell you, I had frost on my windshield when I woke up. I think it was like 37, 39 degrees or something like that, or 36. And I had frost in my windshield. And when I was driving to work, leaving the apartment complex that I live in, you can see like the grass. It was all white, from I guess the humidity, wetting the grass. It turned into snow. So it was awesome to see. Me personally, I've never seen snow in my life. And so, I took some photographs. I showed to my wife, and I'm going to say that's probably the closest I've ever been to snow. So I enjoy this cold weather. I'll be honest. I like a couple of days of the cold weather, but I don't like a whole lot of it. After 2, 3, 4 days, I'm okay with it going back to warm, not hot, but warm. Oh, Brooklyn, New York. I'm sure it's freezing up there. I'm sure it's freezing. What's the weather up there, Mike? Over here, it's funny because, a lot of people from all across the United States, they kind of laugh at Floridians, right? Because it's 60 degrees and we're putting on our winter jackets and our hoodies and our beanies and gloves and so forth and so on. And it's kind of hot, compared to the other states up north where it's, minus freaking 1 degree. Hey, Jesse, thank you for being here. Good to see you. Okay. One thing I've always wondered, Mike, because I'm an outside sales rep, right? So I'm constantly out on the street. So I've always wondered how do sales reps who are in the same profession as I am, how do they handle the cold weather? How do they go door knocking, with the snow? And it must be horrific. I mean, oh my goodness. Well, thank you for being here. Okay, I appreciate it. Much love. I know you got a lot of things going on right now. 35 degrees. And I'm pretty sure that's like probably the high, right? So yeah, I mean, I love the cold weather. Just not too much of it. Not used to it. I've lived in Florida pretty much all my life, and so the farthest north I've been is Louisiana, and that's it. So you can imagine that's why I've never seen snow in my life. I've always said if I went to like the northern states to see snow, is because I'm gonna want to maybe do some snow skiing and possibly break a leg, and I would be happy with that. You know what? And as a matter of fact, it's so funny because I was trying to get this dream together so much that I didn't even have time to comb my hair. So I just decided to put on my Orlando baseball hat. Represent Central Florida, represent Orlando. Oh my goodness, 25. No, thank you. You could get frostbite with that temperature. No way, no how. That's not me. I'm tropical. Even though I know my wife, she would love to live up there. She's been telling me like for a long time. We moved up from Miami, and Miami it doesn't get cold at all. If it's 35 degrees here or 50 degrees, it's probably about 7, 10, 12 degrees higher or hotter down in Miami. So we didn't get cold weather up there. And so I've been living up here for about 4 years, and my wife wants to move somewhere up north. She wants to move somewhere where it's cold. Below 5? Oh no. It's funny how we put on our sweaters. I mean, dude, we're walking around. You guys remember the what is it? A Christmas Story? When Ralphie got dressed by his mom, she put on all these winter coats and stuff, and he's like, he can't even put his hand down. I can't put my hands down. I can imagine that's how it'll be with me if I moved up there. No, 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 thanks. Wow, that's crazy. Let's see over here. Wow, yeah, that's amazing. So let's kind of jump in. We're 8 minutes into the stream. Let's jump in and see what we got. Okay, let me go ahead and take this off. And first, I want to start off with character sightings. This particularly is the Animal Kingdom. And as you can see now, if you go to Animal Kingdom, and as you noticed, I didn't put character greetings. No. Why? Because Disney themselves relabeled it as sightings. Why? Because you're still not able to kind of greet the character as far as shaking their hand, hugging them and taking a photograph with them. There's still some distance that you're able to that they put in place where you're not actually able to even touch them. So that's why they kind of labeled it sightings. Who knows how long that's going to happen? I've always said one thing. I've never been a character guy to take, to kind of say hello and take photographs with. But now that, I'm much more of a Disney freak or nerd, whatever you want to call it, I definitely do want to take some photographs up close with some of the characters and hug them and, with my family and so forth and so on. I've said it once and I've said it again. The first character that I would like to, I would love to do that with is my boy right here, Woody. Go to Disney Hollywood Studios and take an up close photograph with my boy Woody. See over here. So yeah, Kevin is back. If you don't know who Kevin is, I'm sure you do. But this is from the movie Up, and this is definitely a character that was out and about in Animal Kingdom. and now you're going to be able to see him again, which I think is awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, I've stated all along that COVID kind of put a halt on a lot of things. A lot of people got furloughed. A lot of people got terminated from Walt Disney World theme parks. Why? Because there was no work for them, right? They kind of stopped doing a lot of things. They weren't doing cavalcades. They weren't doing parades. They weren't doing stage shows, and so forth, so on. So a lot of the entertainers or a lot of the people that were dressing up as the characters, they lost their job. And so for me, it's awesome to see some of these things come back and people getting their job back. Hopefully people are getting the job back, not just new people kind of applying, even though that's a good thing too. But I definitely want to hear about people getting their job back, right? And so I'm excited to always see something new happening in Disney World, which equates to people getting their job back. I'm a big supporter of that. Okay, yeah. I didn't know that. And so I've been to Animal Kingdom, but this was prior to Kevin actually being out and about again. But I didn't know that. So yeah, cool. But I mean, the most important thing for me is that we're able to see him, and then we're actually, obviously now we have somebody dressed up as him, and somebody probably got their job back. So again, to me, that's very important. And that this is Animal Kingdom is not the only place where this is happening. If I go on to the next slide, which I knew that was going to happen. If you go to Epcot, you're going to be able to see some of the characters. They're back, right? And obviously, we got Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph. We have Joy. And then we also have the very beloved, loved Donald Duck over in Mexico. And again, it is a sighting, so you're not able to get up close with him. If this is your favorite character, you cannot get up to him, give him a hug, and say, cheese. But hey, something is better than nothing. And I think this is a way to move forward, not backwards, right? So I think that's pretty awesome. Let me ask the people that are on, if you have one character to choose from that you can go up to and take a nice hug and take a nice photograph with, who would that be? Again, I have already mentioned that Woody would be my character, and definitely Woody. The other one would be Mickey. For me, Mickey. Walt Disney said it himself. Let's not forget that this all started with a mouse. And so Mickey is obviously the iconic character in Walt Disney World or Walt Disneyland or Walt Disney as a company. And so that's definitely number 2 for me. If I were to give a number 3, who would that be? I'm not even sure. I've never even thought about that. I got to think about it and see who number 3 would be. Kevin is a... Oh, it is a her. Oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, it's funny you said that, Jesse, because I was thinking about it because I saw the movie. I've seen the movie one time. I was trying to catch up to my Disney movies. There's a lot of movies that I haven't seen. And I was contemplating whether it's a he or a she. And I think you kind of confirmed to me that it is a she. I was kind of confused, and again, I've only seen the movie one time. So I'm going to definitely do some research after this. I'm going to turn on the fan. It gets hot in here. There's no air conditioning in here. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. Absolutely. Thank you. Any one of the princesses? Okay. So do you have a preference? And let me tell you one thing. If I were to choose one of the princesses or one of the main female characters, it would be Pocahontas. Pocahontas for me, definitely. And I met Snow White. I did a TikTok on it, and I sounded like, I was in love or something. It was kind of funny, the voice that I made. But Snow White is awesome too. Evil McQueen. Okay. Is there a reason for that, Jesse? Evil Queen. I said McQueen. Yep. Sorry, I'm kind of typing something up here. Is there a reason? I mean, is it because she's classic? I like her because she's super classic. Um, as a matter of fact, I was enamored by the movie when I saw it, um, which is Sleeping Beauty, if I'm not mistaken, right? So when I saw Sleeping Beauty, it had been many, many years since I last saw that movie, and I was kind of watching the cartoon of it, how they drew it and the whole thing of it, and I was pretty impressed how back then, and I don't even know when that movie was made. Let's take a look. I think it was made like in the 30s or something like that. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I went black. All right, let me go over here. Let me go back. Boom, there we go. Let me see something here. Snow White. Oh no, this is Sleeping Beauty. No, that's Snow White. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm confused. Snow White, Snow White, Snow White. 1937. 1937. So it was very impressive to see the movie. Actually, pay attention to the movie. I was paying attention to the movie. I wasn't just watching it, and it was pretty amazing how the characters were drawn and their movement and all of that. I was really really impressed. So Mickey would be another character that you would definitely hug. Awesome, yeah, awesome. You know who I would like to see as a character, which I've never seen. I don't think I have. Figment. Obviously, I'm sure he would be in Epcot, but I've never seen Figment like in person as a character. Belle. Okay, so that would be your princess, that number one that you would hug. That's cool. She's mean like me. I wouldn't say that. Okay, I wouldn't say that. I haven't had that experience from you, Jesse. All right, let's go to the next slide. So, no, actually, before I do that, and I gave that one away. Again, I'm very happy that these folks over here are back. Penelope, Joy, and Donald Duck, which means people are going back to work and things are happening in the Walt Disney World. Some of the magic is going on, and it makes me super excited to see. I'm super happy about that. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Disney, for doing this, okay? For bringing stuff back. I love it. And that's the beautiful thing about Disney. You kind of forget, you kind of go in there to forget about the world. Everything is lovely. Everything is peaceful. You're all about smiles when you go there. And, seeing these people kind of help do that, right? Seeing Donald in there and just, you kind of act like a little kid, sometimes, sometimes when you're a parent, you act more like a little kid than your children. So I'm all about that. So let's go to the next slide. So guess what's up? What's new? No, you don't have to guess. You can kind of see right up here. The new Walt Disney World Park strollers are updated, as you can see over here. Not to say that they have two styles of park strollers. If you rent, whether you're renting the single or you're renting the double, and as you can see over here, I put the price. The single one is $15 per day. The double is $31 per day. Not to say that one of them is Mickey and the other one is Minnie, and you have to decide which one you want. No, it's just basically showing you that on one side you got Mickey, and on the other side you also have Minnie, which I think is pretty cool. I love the colors. I think these are classic Mickey Mouse colors. You got the black, the red, and obviously the yellow. I think it's a wonderful stroller. I definitely think that the strollers needed an update. They kind of looked ugly and dated. And even though they bring good memories, I will say that they bring good memories from when I used to come up here with my children. They were smaller. We used to rent the older style park strollers, but I absolutely love this one over here. Some of the things that you're going to be able to find, like you did in the others, are seat belts. So, if you got children, I'm going to open this door over here because I think my connection, I think it's getting a little bit better. What was I going to say? Some of the features that you're going to find on some of these strollers are seat belts. So if you have children who are misbehaving and you kind of want to tie them down because maybe they get up too much and they want to kind of run around, you can put on that seat belt and say, stay there. Another thing is they have 2 cup holders. So if you like carrying around tumblers with water, or maybe you buy something at the park, maybe a bottle of water, you can kind of store them there on the side. So you do have 2 cup holders. I already mentioned that you have Mickey and Minnie on each side, which absolutely makes it a beautiful stroller. As you can see, a very nice, design that they put on there. And then if you can see the very top right over here, this red tarp right over here, you can actually, so if you're using this one here, you can actually pull this one back and you'll be able to see the mesh, which will help you see your children right there. That's one of the things that I kind of saw as a feature on the website that I got this from, but I don't really think so much about that. I think that I think they should have mentioned that if you want to cover your children from the sun and you have this red tarp, kind of backwards this way, away from covering your children, now you can put that red top over your children, and then you don't have that sun beating down on the top of your children's head. So I think that is absolutely awesome. Let me see over here. So Jesse's giving an LOL about Jesse being mean. I don't think that's the truth. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's a very good idea. You rent. Okay, so double stroller. Look at that. All right, so you buy a lot of merchandise because you could have said the single stroller, but you said double. So that's not a bad idea, as a matter of fact. You rent one for $31 for the whole day, and you're able to put all your merchandise on there. And one thing is funny because you assume that there's not going to be any theft inside of Walt Disney World, right? Whether you go to Animal Kingdom or you go to any of the other parks, and you figure there's not going to be any theft in there. However, I always get concerned when we're going to ride a ride and we're going to leave some, merchandise, or we're going to leave a purse, or we're going to leave, one of my little daughter's trinkets, the little bubble maker and stuff. Because I always in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, man, if somebody sees it, they might steal it. So I kind of always hide it. Or whenever my daughter takes her iPad, I always hide it. And it's a shame, right, that I kind of think that way. But, we live in this crazy world where things happen, right? Even though when you go inside Disney World, again, you're supposed to forget about the daily life and kind of enjoy the world and so forth and so on. So I don't know if you guys kind of go through that stuff, but I definitely do. So I think these strollers are pretty awesome. They're super, super cute. And I started seeing them the other day when I went to Magic Kingdom, and I absolutely had to put something on there and, to kind of show you guys, to bring something right to the channel. So I thought this would be pretty cool. All right. So the next segment is Walt Disney World quiz. As you can see here, I already have the answers because this is last week's quiz. And some of the questions that I asked was, number one was, what household brand sponsors the Jungle Cruise? And as you can see here, it is Ziploc. So if you got that right, that's awesome. If you got it wrong, you get the big X. The very next question that I asked was, this Disney Mickey piece was manufactured in 1933. The right answer was the Mickey Mouse watch. Okay, the Mickey Mouse watch. And what I want to start doing is next time on my quiz, which will be on the next slide that I have, will be this week's quizzes. Is I want to bring a little bit backstory as to some of these answers. All right, I don't just want to give you the answer. I want to give you a little bit of backstory. And the reason why I say that is because I had a backstory on this Mickey Mouse watch. Question number 2, and I didn't bring it up. I forgot about it, but that's not going to happen again. Okay. All right. And then we had question number 3, which was, what was the name of this WDW, Walt Disney World, icon tower? And the right question, or the right answer, is Eiffel Tower. Not Eiffel Tower, Eiffel Tower. All right. So just in case you were here last week and you were wondering what the question or the answer to the questions were, there you go. And if you don't know, hold on. And if you don't know, now you know. Now you know, baby. All right, let's see over here. They do have lockers. I don't know how much they're worth. I've never rented one, to be honest with you. But they definitely do have, that I can remember right off the top of my head. Once you enter Epcot and you go underneath Spaceship Earth and you go to the right and the restrooms are there, you'll find some lockers. And I'm assuming, if you would need lockers, I'm assuming it's because maybe you're carrying a huge pack with you, because they allow you to ride some of the rides with your backpack, as long as you put it in your feet and, you kind of keep it nice and safe. But they do have lockers. They definitely do. Yeah, again, I've never rented a locker inside of Walt Disney World. Never have. I have in what do you call it? Universal Studios, but not inside Walt Disney World. What happened? I was trying to bring up my logo because for some reason, hold on, let me see. Oh, no, go back. Go back. There we go. I was trying to bring up this logo over here, and I went ahead. So yeah, they do have lockers, but I don't know how much they're worth. Maybe one day I can get that answer for you. Okay, when I go to the park, if I don't forget, I can look into it for you, Mike, and give you an answer next time I see you. Okay. All right. Cool. Now we could jump on the next slide. Let's go ahead and do that. Boom. All right. So this week's quiz is the following. All right. So question number 1. And again, you can either put the answer on the chat or you can come back next week and I'm going to have the answers for you. Question number 1. What angers the gods inside Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room? Okay. So that is question number 1. Is it answer A, all the lights? Is it answer B, all the plants? Is it C, all the people? Or is it D, all the celebrating? Okay. So, excuse me. Let me know, guys. All right. Again, you don't have to answer on the comment section. If you want to, that's cool. But I hope that you stay tuned to next week, right, where I'm going to have episode 11, and I'm going to have the answers to these quiz answers. Excuse me. I drank a gumbo soup, and it was awesome, but now I'm kind of burping it. So, all right, let me see. Oh, sorry. Where's my mouse? There it is. Answer D. I can't give you the answer today, but I see you got answer D, and next week I'll remember what you answered. Okay, look at that. Okay, so a small locker is $10. Large locker is $12. Jumbo locker is $15. I'm assuming that's if you want to share with someone. Not sure if you have to repay or not every time you open the door. Yeah, that is a good question, because if you're renting it and you open the door, does that kind of end the period to where what you're renting? So that's a good question. As a matter of fact, that's kind of like a follow up question to the question that Mike had. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's in Epcot, because I know for sure there's some in Epcot, but I don't know about the other parks. Like on the top of my head, are there any other parks that have it? Like I don't remember Animal Kingdom. I don't remember. I don't remember Hollywood Studios, and I don't remember Magic Kingdom. Like that I can remember. I'm not 100% sure. So that's a good question. All right, cool. All right, so question number 2, which is right up here. What was used to cut the ceremonial ribbon for? I didn't put it on here. Star Tours. It's actually for Star Tours over in Hollywood Studios. What was cut to um, what was used to cut the ceremonial red ribbon in Star Tours at Hollywood Studios? Was it the Force? Was it the Force? Was it a Wookiee-sized pair of scissors? Was it R2D2 saw? Or was it a lightsaber? Oh, look at that. Okay, look. All the parks. Okay. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate it. That's good to know, because you never know. I might need one day. Yep. Thank you very much. So again, question number 2. What was used to cut the ceremonial red ribbon for Star Tours in Hollywood Studios? Was it the Force? May the Force be with you. Was it a Wookiee-sized pair of scissors? Was it R2D2 saw? Or was it a lightsaber? Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. You're hardworking. You definitely are. Appreciate it. All right, guys. And then question number 3 is, which Disney short did Minnie make her debut? I think this is an awesome question, because I didn't know it. And obviously Minnie is, next to Mickey, top characters, right? So I didn't know when she made her debut. And so I obviously put this question in here. And it is, which Disney short did Minnie make her debut? Is it A, Steamboat Willie? Is it B, Plain Crazy? Is it C, The Barn Dance? Or is it D, Galloping Gaucho? And then the follow-up question to that is, who voiced her, right? So who voiced Minnie when she first came out and she was introduced to the world when she made her debut in either of these 4 movies that you see over here, right? That is the follow-up question. Who voiced her? All right. I think that is an awesome answer or question for the quiz, because it'll give you some knowledge. And I think this is a cool question. I'm so glad I found this question, because now I know a little bit of history. All right. So Daryl Theme Park Lifestyle says A. On which one? Come on. I asked 3 questions here. A on what? On all of them or what? So again, question number 1 is, what angered the gods inside Walt Disney Enchanted Tiki Room? Question number 2, and I slipped on this one. I didn't put which ride, but as you can see over here, I did put a screenshot so you can have an idea. What was used to cut the ceremonial red ribbon at Star Tours in Disney Hollywood Studios? Was it the Force? Was it a Wookiee-sized pair of scissors? Was it R2D2 saw? Or was it a lightsaber? And then question number 3 is, which Disney short film did Minnie make her debut? Was it Steamboat Willie, Plain Crazy, The Barn Dance, or Galloping Gaucho? And I'm going to have the answers next week, maybe Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, one of these days. But next week for sure. And then the follow-up question to this answer, or this question, is, who voiced her? Somebody voiced her, right? If she debuted it, somebody voiced her. So anyway, Google it if you want to, and let me know next week what you said. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next segment, and the next segment is guess the Disney celebrity. Guess the Disney celebrity. Some of the clues that I have for you guys are, one of the clues is this person here played a villain in a Disney movie. Okay, so this person here played a villain in a Disney movie. This person also is one of the most recognizable voices in the world, not just Walt Disney, but in the world. Okay, that is saying a lot. Then also, let me see. All right, so again, I said that I was going to. Actually, I already left this, but I'm just in case I forget. let me take a screenshot of this because I definitely want to go back. Next time I do a video, I definitely want to go back and say, this is what you said, Daryl. All right. So that way you can change your answers on me. So this is his answers to the questions 1C, 2B, 3A. And I guess I can go back and see if you I don't know the voice, who voiced her. I didn't know she had a voice. She did have a voice. All right, so again, guess this Disney celebrity. Clue number one, this person played a villain in a Disney movie. This person also did one of the most recognizable voices in the whole world. That is saying a lot. This person is a Disney legend. If you don't know what a Disney legend is pretty much like Hall of Fame for Disney, right? So this person is a Disney legend. She became a legend in 20. Guess what? This person also has voiced in multiple Walt Disney movies. All right, so this person's voice, you've seen it in a couple of Disney movies. This person is also a recipient of the EGOT. EGOT stands for Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony. And this is not an answer that I'm going to have for you next week. I actually have the answer this week. So come on, give me some guesses. Let me know what you think. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, we're going to celebrate you. But if not, then we're going to go on to the next line and we're going to find out who it is. So again, guess this Disney celebrity. Now, let me be a little bit clear on this. Just because I say Disney celebrity, it doesn't mean that they're a character, right? So they can be somebody that actually voiced somebody in Disney. It could be a Disney legend, like this person is. It could be an artist, right? That maybe they come out with a song and is known because of that song that has something to do with Disney. Okay, so it's a broad. What do you call it? The guesses are many, right? So it's pretty broad as to who can be. But I can tell you one thing: this person definitely made this person is definitely Disney, and you'll know what I'm talking about when I get there. So Theme Park said Beyonce. No, no. Has she played a villain? I don't know if she's played a villain in a Disney movie. I don't even know if she's been in a Disney movie, period. Most recognizable voice in the world? Maybe. I can go with that. Sure. Disney legend? She's not a Disney legend. All right. Has voiced multiple. I don't even think she's voiced one, so much less multiple. And I don't think she's a recipient of any of these rewards. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even think any of these. Definitely not an Oscar. I don't know about a Grammy or anything like that, but no, it's not the right answer. Let me know if you need more. Let me know if you need more Christopher Walken? Actually, that's a good guess. That's a good guess. Let me know if you need more clues. I don't have many others. If I give you more clues, you'll probably know right off the bat who I'm talking about. But let me know if you need more clues, okay? You're right. Yes, I forgot about that. With that being said, okay, this person that I'm talking about, let me take this off, also played a role in Lion King. I'll give you that clue. This person also played a role in Lion King. Let me see if I can give you another clue that'll help. Which song was that, Daryl? Inside the Lion King song? Maybe? I don't even know. Let me see if I can give you a clue. I'll wait for your answer. Another clue. All right, I'll tell you this. It's a male. And I'm sorry I missed your response there. It is not Tom Hanks, even though that's a good guess. Because Tom Hanks is an incredible actor. And so I think he would fit some of these clues, even though I don't think he fits the Disney villain. Definitely has been in movies. He is a recognizable voice, in my opinion, obviously because of Woody. I don't think he's a Disney legend, to be honest with you. I could be wrong. I'll research that. Has he voiced multiple Disney movies? I don't know. I mean, unless you're talking about different movies as far as Toy Story, that would qualify him, as a matter of fact. And I don't know about, I mean, obviously he has a lot of accolades. Theme Park Lifestyle said James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones. That is a very good guess. Voice characters in Carousel of Progress? Really? Like who? Tell me. I know the gentleman that voiced the father. I forgot his name. He was the same voice from the gentleman that voiced or that did the narrating for A Christmas Story. Same guy. I don't remember his name. As a matter of fact, I could look it up. I don't want to kind of say it was this guy without looking it up. So let me look it up. Oh, what happened to my computer? There we go. Let me see. Who voiced? Let me put here. Who narrated a Christmas Story? Google is my best friend, guys. So, Christmas Story was narrated by Gene Shepard. Gene Shepard. I can't believe I forgot his name. Jeremy Irons? Irons? Is that the person that you're trying to guess who the celebrity is? Okay. John, yes, the father. Okay, yes, that's right. All right, I'm gonna give you the answer right now. Let's go take a look. And there is one person who got it right, and it is yes. Oh, it's not Vanessa Williams. I didn't update this. Sorry, Earl. Oh no, what am I doing? Sorry, guys. There we go. So it is Earl, James Earl Jones. Let me take this off because I wanna go ahead and read this whole thing. Oh, this is so fun. So it is James Earl Jones. It's not Vanessa Williams. That was last week. I'm telling you, I was in a hurry to do this, and I missed this, obviously. So it is James Earl Jones. Let me go back one slide. So James Earl Jones Definitely played a villain in a Disney movie. Obviously, back then it was Lucasfilms. Obviously, he played Darth Vader, right? He is definitely one of the most recognized voices in the world, not only because of Darth Vader, but let me tell you something. I can close my eyes and listen to his voice, and I absolutely know who that is. Um, he is a Disney legend. He became a Disney legend in 2019. Again, Disney legend means that you're an all-star or a Hall of Famer, which is equivalent to what a Disney legend is inside Disney World, the Disney World. So he is a Disney legend. He became one in 2019. He voiced in multiple WDW movies, and I'm going to tell you where he voiced also. And he is a recipient of the EGOT, the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony. However, if I remember correctly, he did not win an Oscar from a film that he acted on, but he was honored by the Oscars as an honorary. Obviously, he's had a life of acting, and he is one of the great actors. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you a little bit of clip of one of the acting pieces that he did on a play that I absolutely love. Okay, and I'm going to show you that. And I know what you're laughing about. I didn't update the name. That is so funny, guys. That is so funny. All right, so let me show this next slide here. Oh, let me take this off so you guys can see. So James Earl Jones was born in January 17, 1931. He is an American actor whose career spans more than 7 decades. Can you believe that? I mean, 70 years? Wow. He has been described as one of America's most distinguished and versatile actors of his performances in film, theater, and television, and one of the greatest actors in American history. I absolutely believe that. Jones has been said to possess one of the best known voices in showbiz. I absolutely believe that. And obviously, I got this information from Wikipedia. Wikipedia. He is definitely an awesome actor. And as a matter of fact, let me do this. Okay, let me do this. Give me 1 second, guys and gals. Stop sharing screen. Now you can see my big head. You can see Woody up close. But let me do this real quick. Share screen. I want to show you guys a piece that James Earl Jones did in one of the plays where I think is outstanding acting. And this is the type of actor this gentleman is, okay? I absolutely love this piece. So let me show you. Do that. All right. Hopefully you guys can see it well.
A memorable scene by James Earl Jones as a stern father who has struggled to build a life and keep control of his family shows him teaching his son a painful lesson about setting his expectations for perfection.
Can I ask you a question?
Hey, how you want to ask me? This is the wiki is one you got the questions for.
How come you ain't never liked me?
Like you. Who in the hell ever said, I got to like you? What law is there that said, I got to like you? Do you want to stand up in my face and ask me some damn fool-ass question like that? Talk about liking somebody. Come here, boy, when I talk to you. Straighten up, goddammit. Ask your question. What law is there to say, I got to like you?
None.
All right, then. Don't you eat every day? Answer me when I talk to you. Don't you eat every day?
Yeah.
Nigga, as long as you live in my house, you put a sir on the end of it when you talk to me.
Yes, sir.
You eat every day.
Yes, sir.
Got a roof on your head.
Yes, sir.
And clothes on your back.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think that is?
Because of you.
Can I know it's because of me? Why do you think that is?
Because you're like me.
Like you. I go out of here every morning and bust my butt putting up with them crackers all day long. because I like you. You is the biggest fool I ever saw. It is my job. It is my responsibility. You understand that? A man got to take care of his family. You live in my house. You sleep your behind on my bedclothes. You put my food in your belly because you are my son. You are my flesh and blood, not because I like you. It is my duty to take care of you. I owe a responsibility to you. Wait now. Let's get this straight right now. But go along any further. I ain't got to like you. Mr. Rand, don't give me my money come payday because he liked me. He give me because he owe me. Now, I didn't give you everything I had to give you. I gave you your life. Your mama and me worked it out between us. And liking your black ass was not a part of the bargain, and don't you try and go through life worried if somebody like you or not. You best make sure that they are doing right by you. You understand what I'm saying, boy?
Yes, sir.
Then you get the hell out of my face and go down to the A&P.
Amazing. Amazing acting. Wow. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Share. Boom. Boom. Incredible acting skills. I love that piece. Forgive me if this video offended you in any way, but I had to show that. I thought, to me, that makes a huge impact. It's awesome. I love watching that clip. So, yeah, this is the man right here. Vanessa Williams. No, James Earl Jones. So forgive me, James, for showing that. As a matter of fact, James Earl Jones. Let me see if I can go back here and take a look. James Earl Jones is 91 years old, and yeah, he's going to be one of the greatest actors we've ever seen. And I've enjoyed his movies, and I enjoy his voice, and you know, his character, Darth Vader, is going to live forever. So anyway, all right, guys, let's go on to the next slide. So Daryl, you got that right. All right. All right. So the next segment is Walt Disney's Did You Know? And today we're featuring World Case Transportation. I didn't know this. As a matter of fact, I got to give props to my wife, my son, who always help me with ideas for these videos and what I can bring to the table. And so I thank you so much, because I had no clue, no idea. I was like, I didn't know this existed. So as you can see over here, this was back in Epcot. Excuse me. Again, that's that gumbo soup that I had. I'm burping it. So, and you know what they say? I think it's in Italy that if you burp, it is actually a compliment that the food was good. So the soup was really good. So the fact that I'm burping is probably a good thing. But anyway, as you can see over here, I had no idea that this actually was a thing. Walt Disney World, Epcot in Walt Disney World did have some transportation inside Epcot, and you can take some of these two-story buses and actually jump on there and kind of drive around the whole, what do you call it, Showcase Earth, right? It is said that World Showcase is 1.3 miles long, right? If you walk, I'm assuming they kind of measured it from before you enter Mexico all the way around, and before you exit England and all that good stuff. It's 1.3 miles. So what they did when they first opened the ride, you were actually able to jump on one of these transportations and be able to kind of visit or drive around all of Showcase Earth. Now, there was some bus stops that you can actually get off. So if you want to get off and visit Italy, for example, you can get off and kind of do your thing. And possibly, I'm assuming, you can actually jump on next time one of these two-story buses came by. But it's definitely something that would be awesome if they actually have today. Now, I'm going to tell you what the problem with that is. But before I do that, let me go over here. Better out than in, Shrike would say. Better out than in, as Shrike would say. So let me tell you something. So first of all, I think this would have been pretty cool. It does have a couple of caveats, which is pretty much they're not going to make it stop everywhere, right? So if you jumped on one of these and you actually wanted to go to Epcot, maybe it's your first time in Epcot and you want to kind of experience all the pavilions, obviously this wouldn't be a really good idea because obviously, you would be kind of driving by. Even though some of the complaints from the guests were that you can actually walk faster than these 2-story buses. Obviously, the reason being is because obviously these buses were sharing the walkway with guests, as you can see down here. And actually over here, they're next to Mexico, but they're actually sharing the walkway with guests. And you can imagine if you have little children running around, you have to be very careful as one of these bus drivers. So I'm assuming these buses were probably going like 1 mile an hour. So if you jump on one of these buses, I mean, you're really not doing anything, to be honest with you. First of all, you're probably missing out some sightseeing. You're missing out on going in some of these restaurants and some of these pavilions. And then second of all, you're probably even wasting time jumping on these things. Even though I think it's a pretty cool concept, I don't know if it would actually kind of work out, So tell me, what do you guys think? Do you think this was a good idea? Was this a bad idea? Obviously, Disney thought this was a bad idea because they kind of got rid of them. But this is definitely something I didn't know even existed. So I thought that this was pretty cool. Some of these photographs, I think this one here was in 1982 when the park first opened. Some of these other ones, as you can see over here, this kind of looks like it was in the 70s. I don't know. But I thought this was pretty cool. Let's jump on the next slide over here. Oops, sorry. So as you can see over here, the reason I kind of put this slide is because in 2004, these second-story buses weren't available anymore as far as the guests are concerned, where you can actually jump on there and kind of drive around and kind of see Showcase Earth on one of these buses. However, because there was a high demand for characters, they kind of turned some of these buses into character buses. As you can see over here, this was actually characters of Holiday. They would jump on there. They decorated the bus with some of the packages and so forth. Obviously, they put some of the flags that are some that represent the pavilions, and then obviously you can see some of the characters there. You see who is there? You see Donald, you see Mickey, you see Minnie, Pluto, what do you call it? Goofy and so forth and so on. But so I'm assuming that some of these buses they did transform into it, or I don't know if this is actually a new bus that you just kind of created for these characters. But nonetheless, again, this is definitely something I didn't know about. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. As a matter, why did it do that? If you see over here, this next slide over here that I have, or this next picture that I have, they actually put up some of these buses for sale. And so as you can see here, they have some of the specs. Says here, you can read the capacity is 34 people. It is a 1982 Chevy chassis. It is a 4-speed manual. This was manufactured in 1956, and they actually had this up for sale for $400,000. So if you wanted to kind of buy some of Disney history, you were able to if you had the funds, if you had $400,000, which I don't. Plus, I wouldn't be interested in buying something like this. What for? So I thought this was pretty cool. Let me go back one slide. as you can see, some of these buses didn't really hold a lot of people. It did say over here that it held 34 people. And as you can see here, I can see that 34. Now, it would be cool if this was a slide. So if you were on the second floor and you wanted to get down, you kind of slid into the first floor. That would be freaking cool. Obviously, I think they got rid of these things because of liability. I don't think it's a good idea to kind of have these around when you have little children and stuff, especially when you're sharing. Look at this. You're sharing the walkway or the driveway with like actual people walking. So that's not a safety thing. So I'm pretty sure why they decided to take it out. But I thought that this would be a cool kind of thing to put on here. Definitely something I didn't know. If you didn't know, hold on. Let me do the banner. If you didn't know, now you know. It's supposed to say, now you know, baby. All right, so let's jump on the next slide. Let's see what we got. Oh. All right, guys. So by this, it just says that we're coming to an end. All right. And then we have Walt's quote of the day. Walt's quote of the day is how I end my streams. And we're going to talk about this. Let me see over here. Super cool. Thank you, baby. This is my wife, Maria. Yay, yay. All right. So Walt's quote of the day today is, I don't want the public to see the world they live in while they're in the park. I want them to feel they're in another world. I love this. They stopped using them because people were getting hurt, exiting because when they step, when the steps go, they would be slick as ice. Oh, look at that. Wow. Well, I can imagine. Again, liability. I mean, just think about it. How much wrong can happen on these buses, right? So Jesse here pointing this out that, when it got wet, obviously they would kind of fall because some of these, let me go back. Some of these buses here are steel, right? Look at this. Look at the staircase right here. They're all, metal or whatever they use. But can you imagine when it's, wet, when it's raining, people actually fell from there. And the last thing that Disney wants is a lawsuit. So I can imagine that. Yeah. And not only that, but like I said, you got people walking around and stuff like that. You have children that kind of want to run around. And can you imagine a tragedy with these buses? So I'm pretty sure that's why they got rid of them. Disney has learned with time things that can go bad and they get rid of them. I don't blame them. Good night, Mike. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. Okay. All right, cool, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. So let me go over here and end it with Walt's quote of the day. Oops. And we're going on to an hour, so that's pretty much my cutoff time. So again, I don't want the world to see the world they live in while they're in the park. I want them to feel they're in another world. And so that's the beautiful thing about Disney World. You can get away, whether it's Disney World, Disneyland, Disney World, Tokyo, wherever, Paris, whatever the case may be. The beautiful thing about going inside Disney World, you're in a different world, right? And everything is supposed to be lovely, happy, and you're supposed to have a good time. And that's what I love. That's what everybody, I think, loves about Walt Disney World. And I can only say Walt Disney World because I live in Walt Disney World, right? I live in Orlando, and so that's what I visit, Walt Disney World. But anything Disney to bring to me brings a smile to my face. That's the reason why I'm here, right? I'm doing this YouTube thing because I love Disney and I love the Disney community. And so this is an awesome thing. I wish he was still alive today, right? A lot of things would be different, but for me, this is awesome. That's why we go to the parks, right? To forget about the world, have a good time, where children can become adults, where someone like me, who I am, 47 years old, I can carry Woody on my shoulder and feel good about it, right? I don't have to worry about me thinking that I'm a little bit too old to have Woody on my shoulder. So That's what I love about Disney. So, guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, friends, this show has come to an end. I want to say thank you for being on here, spending, even if you spend 2 minutes on my stream, I really, really appreciate it. I hope that you continue to come on here, support me. If you have not been here, I don't have a lot of people on right now, but if you're watching this on a replay and you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so. Hit the bell icon so you can watch future content. I'm coming out with one of these new streams every week. So I'm always going to have fresh videos, fresh information, breaking news, and so forth and so on. So like, subscribe, share, do whatever you want to do. But come back next week. So thank you so much for being here. Love you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, right? That's the most important thing. And I'm going to end the stream like I always do. Me and Woody, like we always do. We came, we saw, and we conquered. Do me a favor. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Peace out. Much love. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here, okay? Thank you, Theme Park Lifestyle. Thank you, baby. My wife, #1 supporter. She's always here, helping me out, giving me information. My son, my daughter, Melissa. I know she's always watching. My daughter, Jacqueline. She's always watching me, too. My family's my #1 supporters. Thank you. Appreciate it. Peace out.